a Stanford researcher found that people remember stories 22% more than statistics alone. Why? Because stories activate our sensory cortex, our motor cortex, and our limbic system. This is kind of like if all neurons were firing at the same time. It's this neural coupling that lets the listener live your point rather than hear it. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like if I'm just like, people remember stories 22 times more. You're like, okay, I could remember that number 22%. Like that's my rational brain. I can process that. But if I said, your toddler will never touch the stove again. When you tell him the story about the first time you touched the stove, how much it hurt, the pain that you had in your hand, and the toddler then goes to touch it and you mimic the feeling of how much it hurt and you lick it and you're like, this feels awful. Like you're going to remember that story. So remember, if you want to persuade somebody, even a toddler, tell them a story. Don't use a spreadsheet. Don't use numbers alone. And that goes to this idea of perceptual language, which is based on Cornell research. So what does perceptual language mean? Cornell studies show that people trust speakers more when they use language based on perception. Let me give you a bad example first. We must improve operational efficiency. What? What does that even mean? I don't fully understand. We need to see fewer steps. We need smoother handoffs. We need cleaner workflows. Your brain likes it when they can visualize it. You're like, okay, 10 steps, 2 steps. I can see. This is why often I like to be on a whiteboard when I'm explaining complex topics. Why, if you were to explain a topic to me, I will say I am a visual learner. And really that saying, I am a visual learner, you're not. Everybody's a visual learner. Everybody learns more and retains more when they both see it and when they are actually able to visualize it as opposed to conceptualize it. So, I remember one of the times that in our business more than any other, we were stuck on a problem. And the problem in this particular instance was we couldn't figure out how we were going to buy the second company and integrate it, which is called mergers and acquisition, post M&A integration. And the reason is because we had all of these people. So you could kind of imagine like 2 org charts. They've got people everywhere on them. There's dozens of them. I'm like, does Jan go here? Does Bob go there? It's so overwhelming. And so we were talking through it. And I realized the only difference we needed to do is we needed to color code on a whiteboard the roles that people had at the varying companies and see which one were duplicative. So a lesson that was taking us, 45 minutes to talk through visually, we figured out in 10 minutes when we were talking through it verbally. When we did it visually, we did it in less than 10 minutes.